Okay, continuing where we left off. So here's another problem I want you to be able to do here. 2x squared minus 2x minus 1 divide by x minus 1 minus, okay, x squared minus 5x plus 5 over 1 minus x. Okay? Notice that these look the same, right? They look the same, but they're not really the same. But here's what you can do, though. What you can do is factor out a negative out of these two. If you factor out a negative, right, this becomes negative, this becomes positive, then you have x minus 1, right? And you factor out a negative outside. So remember, negative times negative gives you a positive 1. Negative times positive x gives you a negative x. So we didn't change anything. We just rewrote it. Now this negative and this negative make it a positive. So you can rewrite here 2x squared minus 2x minus 1 divided by x minus 1 plus, big change here, x squared minus 5x plus 5 over x minus 1. Now the denominators are the same. Now you can just add the numerator and you are done. Okay? Not going to do any more with this one. I'll let you finish it up. Okay? Okay, looking for some tough problems here for you. Okay? Nothing here. Okay, here's one that I want you to be able to do here. 7 over x minus 1 over 49 over x minus x. Okay, what do you do here? Well, one way to do this is to combine the top, make it one fraction, combine the bottom, make it one fraction, and then simplify. So this is equal to, remember, 7 over x minus x over x, which is just 1, right? We're just writing it as x over x. The same thing here is 49 over x minus x squared over x, which is just x, right? This is the same thing as this. This is the same thing as this, right? So now I can combine this. The top combined to 7 minus x over x. Oh, you can't see that. Okay, let's see if I can move it a little bit so that you can see it. No, I can't do it. Okay, let's see if I can move just the paper without moving the whole thing. Here you go. Okay, 7 minus x over x. So the bottom will be 49 minus x squared over x. Alright, so what do? This divide by this, you take the reciprocal and you make it multiply. So you have 7 minus x over x multiplied by x over 49 minus x squared. Okay, now I'll let you finish this. Remember the x will cancel, right? The 7 minus x. Remember this will factor into 7 minus x. 7 plus x. This will cancel with this. The x will cancel. You'll be left with 1 over 7 plus x. Okay? Okay, nothing major there. Trying to find things that would give you a problem with difficulty here. Now, if it were to ask you, remember the degree of the polynomial, you look at the degree of each term, and then you look at the highest one, and then you pick the highest one. That's the degree of the polynomial. right? Remember that we talked about that, at least you looked at that. Here's one. What's the domain? X plus 11 over x squared plus 121. Remember, this is x plus 11 over x. What do you have here? X squared plus 121. Now, you don't want the bottom to be 0, right? You don't want that division to be 0. So you don't want x to be, right, plus 11. So if you put plus 11 here, you'll get 11 to the squared. Here's 121 plus 121. That's okay. Plus 11 is okay, right? So I thought that was a negative, but you're right. That's a positive. So negative 11 is okay, because negative 11 to the squared will be 121 plus 121. That's not equal to 0. So what's the domain? All reals. And the reason you can tell is because you have x squared here. You add 12 to it. Remember, x squared, no matter what value you plug it in here, the worst that can happen if you plug in 0, 0 to the squared is 0, plus 121, that's not going to divide by 0. So here, it is all reals. There is no limitation. Remember, the top for negative 11, there's no limitation there either, because negative 11 on the numerator, it's okay to have negative 11 plus positive 11, that gives you a 0. It's okay to do that. That does not impact your domain. Okay? So the rest of them you should be able to do. I do not see anything very difficult on the test that you will not be able to do. Except for, let me just briefly talk a little bit about this pool problem that you may see. I'm not saying you will see it. You may see on the test, right? You have a pool, right? And you have an area around the pool, right? This pool is 8 meters by 24 meters, right? So if the area of the pool and the path combined is 1092, what is the width of the path? So let's say the path is x, right? Let's say the path is x. Okay, this path is x, 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 x. So this is the path, right? So what is this? This is 8 plus 2x, right? What is this? This is 24 plus 2x. So we add this x to the 24. What's the area? The area is 8 plus 2x times 24 plus 2x. What is that equal to? That's equal to the area of the whole thing, right? The area of the whole thing is 1092. Now, all you need to do is solve for x. Remember, you cannot solve for x here until you multiply this out, right? Simplify the term and then solve for x. Okay? I think that should help you with the test. Hopefully, you didn't get impacted by the storm. However, if you did, call the centers and they would make arrangement with you. Okay? Good luck on your test.